Exposing the Media Part 1. It's your boy Dame. Subscribe to Dame's World. I'm sick of it. I am sick of it. The propaganda, the lies, the assassination of characters who are telling truth. Episode 1 of Exposing the Media. Kyrie Irving, in regards to his post about Hebrews to Jews, the movie and the book. Now, granted, I haven't seen it, and most people commenting with their opinion have not seen it. My point in the media is they are automatically denouncing and defaming it as anti-Semitic and him being a supporter of anti-Semitic stuff when they haven't regarded to the film and what it expresses in its entirety. If you don't know the context, you can't say whether it is offensive, non-offensive. You can't even have an opinion if you don't know the context. So I'm not here to address the opinion. I'm here to address the bias that the media clearly has against or the bias they have for their agenda. Let's get to it.
To have a level of influence on my community, and what I post does not mean that I support everything that's being said or everything that's being done, or I'm campaigning for anything. All I do is post things for my people in my community and those that it's actually going to impact. Anybody else that has criticism, and obviously wasn't meant for them. I am no different than the next human being, so don't treat me any different. You guys come in here and make up this powerful influence I have over top of the adultery of, oh, you cannot post that. Why not?
Why did you decide to promote something that Alex Jones said?
That was a few weeks ago. I do not stand with Alex Jones' position, narrative, court case that he had with Sandy Hook, or any of the kids that felt like they had to relive trauma, or parents that had to relive trauma, or to be dismissive to all the lives that were lost during that tragic event. My post was a post from Alex Jones that he did in the early 90s or late 90s about secret societies in America of occults, and it's true.
So again, they're attacking the messenger and not the message. His post was in regards to secret society. That was a post made by Alex Jones. They're demonizing Kyrie right now, and they're trying to attach him to somebody else who they've demonized with Alex Jones and the whole Sandy Hook incident. Go look it up, go research and reference to find the truth in that. But they're using that post to demonize him rather than talking about the secret societies or the Hebrews to Negroes film. They're not talking about the context ever. Just propaganda of how it's wrong, 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 bad, bad, bad. And they're being demonized for it.
I wasn't identifying with anything of being a campaignist for Alex Jones or anything. I'm just there to post. And it's funny, and it's actually hilarious because out of all the things I posted that day, that was the one post that everyone chose to see.
Right.
It just goes back to the way our world is and works.
He posts a lot of pro-African positive, a lot of high vibrational conscious things for melanated people, but they never comment on that.
I'm not here to complain about it. I just exist.
And to follow up on the promotion of the movie and the book,
Can you please stop calling it a promotion? What am I promoting?
put it out on your platform.
But I'm promoting it? Do you see me?
I would say he is promoting. If I put something on my social media, from my opinion, you put something on social media, it's a implicitly promotion of that. Maybe go watch or don't watch, but it's some type of highlighting of content. However, is what he's highlighting what they call it, anti-Semitic? That's the question. If nobody's watched or seen it, you can't call it Shaq and Shaq and Chuck.
Do you see me
By
in front of
putting it out there,
the
people
title?
are going to say that you are
Yeah, I put it out
promoting.
there just like you put things out there, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's not
You put
stuff,
things out there for a living, right?
right? But my stuff
Great.
is
So
not
let's move on.
They both promote. Kyrie and the media all promote.
filled
Let's
with
move on.
anti-Semitic.
But the media's job is to be objective, right? But they promote.
Let's move on. Don't dehumanize me up here.
I'm not doing
I'm
that.
another
You're
human
free to
being.
post
I can
what.
post whatever I want.
You
So
can post
say
what-
that and shut it down and move on to the next question.
But Kyrie, you have to understand that by
I don't have
No, notice how pressing they are about trying to label him anti-Semitic. But Kyrie, you have to understand it's wrong or okay.
to understand anything from you.
It's
Nothing.
not me.
Nothing.
By
It's no
posting
people that
what
you're
you
making
did.
up, bro. Move on.
But by posting
Move
what
on.
you
Next
did,
question.
Anybody
Do
who's
you
going
guys
to
have
look
any more
at
questions
it
for
and
me?
they're going to say,
You guys have any more
does he have
questions? Because this is going to be a
anti-Semitic
clip.
beliefs?
This is going to be a
He said by posting what he did, anybody's going to look at it and say, does he have anti-Semitic belief? I didn't find that in the title from Hebrews to Negroes. And if you don't know anything remotely, I don't know a lot about the Hebrew Israelites. There's a theory backed by some evidence that the original Jews are Hebrew Israelites and are melanated people. That's what I got. I didn't get anti-Semitic from that. So anybody is not going to think that. Only people with reserved biases. But go on.
clip that he's going to marvel at. Is this any more questions?
But you're not answering the question.
He doesn't have to.
This is another answering your question. Oh my God, let's make another Instagram clip so we can be famous again. Next question.
That exchange with Nick Friedel the other night after the
Now watch how clearly they side against Kyrie because they work for the people who he's calling out. It's very simple. I don't have malice towards these individuals, but they are pawns in the game. The people who don't want the message put out that Kyrie and Ye are putting out are having their puppets demonize and dehumanize and devalue not only their word but their character. Watch.
game. And look, if he keeps making a big thing out of the word promotion, that is promotion. If on your social media you say, boom, here's a link to
I agree. It is promotion. I agree with that part. But what is being promoted? It's not automatically anti-Semitism.
this, that tells me, hey, you should watch this. Correct? He's got 17 million Instagram followers, another 5 million or so on.
And how many people got Amazon? Because they have what he promoted was on Amazon, but nobody's talking about Jeff Bezos promoting it, right? Nobody's demonizing the people with the platforms that promote it, right?
Twitter. You're all over social media. Do you ever put something out there, Shaq, that does not represent something that you feel?
I was probably one of the first guys on Twitter. And when I realized the power it had, I knew I had to be very responsible. Followers, platform, whatever you call it, I knew I had to be responsible. I try to make people happy. I try to make people smile. My formula has always been the same: 60% to make you laugh, 30% to inspire you, and 10% whatever I'm selling. You have to be.
Whatever I'm selling. Like that's just automatically moral. Could be selling you junk or drugs. Whatever I'm selling. So you try to be good. However, y'all stay in line. And when people don't stay in line, that's not considered good.
Have to be aware of what you're doing. And you have to be aware that sometimes when you put stuff out, not everybody's gonna like it. Some people are conscious, some people are not. I can tell he's not conscious. He doesn't really care.
Defaming. You could tell he's not conscious. Now, conscious just means living and alive. Kyrie's not conscious. But in the social community, conscious, woke, and aware. He's saying Kyrie's not aware. Defaming his character because of the scrutiny, not because of the messages.
What's going on? But us, I know that the game that we used to love and we promote, it brings people together. And it hurts me sometimes when we have to sit up here to talk about stuff that divides the game. Now we got to answer for what this idiot is.
You guys are creating the divide by saying it's automatically bad and wrong. You're not opening the discussion of why it's being posted. The same reason why Kanye said you guys are not asking why I got to the point. You're just saying it's divisive. This is the propaganda the media is putting on to make it divisive. It don't have to be divisive. And then you call him an idiot. Shameful. Shouldn't be a media representative talking this bias.
Done. I stand for equality of all people. I've always been like that. Don't matter what religion, no matter where you're from. I can say shalom, salam alaikum, ni hao, sebon, because that's how I was raised. So I don't really want to sit up here and answer.
Kyrie and Ye stand for all people too. They're not anti anything through evidence. Through evidence. Show the evidence that claims it.
It's a question for what he's done. If you're looking at me, it's my job to make people happy. I can't speak for him and, answer for what he's doing. It's obviously by his answers and the way he answers, he doesn't really care. Chuck.
Switch and save.
Why they put an ad? Chuck, yeah, like Chuck's. I ain't heard Chuck be logical in years. But okay, we got Chuck and Shaq to represent the philosophy behind everything, right?
I think the NBA dropped the ball.
In what way?
I think he should have been suspended.
Opinions. You got Shaq's opinion, you got Chuck's opinion. Nobody's stating any facts other than Kenny with the promotion. I mean, Ernie. That's the only substantial claim is that it is promotion, which is not anti anything.
I think Adam should have suspended him. First of all, Adam's Jewish. You can't take my $40 million and insult my religion.
Suspended him for free speech? What part was insulting his religion? Why are you talking about money? So he should have been suspended for free speech, and you can't talk about my religion. Hebrews, Israelites is not Adam Silver's religion, but Adam Silver is Jewish. So you saying nobody can talk about Jewish people at all? Ever? You can't talk about my religion? That's not rational, Chuck. You not a rational nigga.
You're going to insult me. You have the right, but I have the right to say, no, you're not going to take my $40 million and insult my religion. I think the NBA, they made a mistake. We have suspended
What part is insulting his religion, Chuck? State it, big boy.
people and fined people who have made homophobic slurs. And that was the right thing to do. I think if you insult the black community, you should be suspended or fined heavily, depending. I saw they did the same thing to the kid in Minnesota this year when he made the gay slur. I think you should get suspended or fined.
They made slurs, deliberate, direct slurs. These are no slurs are being made when you say Jewish people or Hebrews to Negroes. These aren't slurs.
I think him acknowledging the Alex Jones things should have happened with that too, because that dude's crazy.
Dismissing somebody for being crazy, which is what they do to deny the actual post of secret societies. Listen how they talk. It's all propaganda. It's no truth or substance in it. Just propaganda.
And I can't believe that we ain't talking about that. We're talking about this idiot. And
another idiot to denounce him. Crazy idiot. Listen to how they talk about the people speaking with some truth. I ain't saying everything Kyrie, Ye, or Alex Jones say is true, but they have some truth put to the light. They're all demonized.
When you say, if I say, hey, I'm agreeing with this movie, this book, or whatever, I'm agreeing with it. I'm not going to first of all, you know, I don't do any social media, but when you're somebody as great as basketball like him, people going to listen to you, what you say. And there's some French people out there, but like I say, I blame the NBA. He should have been suspended.
And their conversations are continuing with the Brooklyn Nets,
It's
with
too
the
late now.
NBA, but they're also looking at, they're looking
No.
at how do we move forward at this so we
Look
don't.
at him. No. Authoritarian dictatorship. You can't say you don't have free speech. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's not clearly wrong. It's ambiguous, obviously. But look at the lead head honcho slaves. You know, Kenny got a little bit of moral compass, so he's gonna do the least out of them. These two are gonna do the least. These two are gonna do the most. The ones with the bigger platform.
Too late now.
No, it's not too late to say
Ernie,
how do we prevent
Ernie,
this. It's not too late.
I
see what you're saying.
Look at him. He's not even trying to listen to reason. Get him out of here.
The reason it's too late, the NBA is giving in to peer pressure. If one of our players do something, they have the right, the team or the league has to do something immediately. If you just give in to peer pressure, that's the problem I have. This should have been how.
Or give in the freedom of speech. You're saying lash him like the slave that he is when he makes a comment that goes against the bottom line. Clown.
Already.
Kenny, let's get into this. Go ahead.
Well, firstly, if we're going to take what he says on a Twitter, we have to take everything he says.
Righteous.
So if I'm going to take everything he says, I'm going to believe that he doesn't support or any of the views or promote the views. So he said it right in my face. I have to accept that.
Righteous.
So
First one accepting all the information and not some of it.
I will believe that. There are people in this world who's done, in their art, have done great things that have said crazy things that we still listen to their music, we buy their paintings, we do their things, and you might take an excerpt of that and say, I believe in this. Okay.
Righteous.
So I'll take that as it may from Kyrie Irving. But I also believe that the reporter did have a right to ask the question.
Sure.
That's it. So, and that's really where the argument began. You don't have a right to ask me that question. I do believe that. And based on this, for Kyrie, is that he has put himself as, he says, I'm the voice for some of the speechless when doing the COVID. So now he has transcended from basketball and became an activist politically. So you will ask him that question based on some things that you may read. But I have to believe him also when he tells me, that is, if I'm going to believe parts of it, I have to believe the totality.
You know what? And
Righteous. He's saying not to be biased like the rest were on the panel. He didn't defame Kyrie, not one bit. Shout out to Kenny the Jets fucking Smith. Then shout out to Ernie, because they didn't defame or denounce his name. They stuck to the subject of the promotion and the substance at hand. They did good job as media. Shaq and Kenny, too biased, too propagandized, too agenda-based, saying it was wrong, he's an idiot, he's stupid, he's crazy. Whack media job right there.
I just think Kyrie's just part of this. I mean, I just think we've lost our way. I think in this country we've lost our way. I think people have forgotten what it's like to put the thought process into, if I put this out there, who am I going to hurt? And they haven't, they're giving no thought to that. Where's
But
civility these days?
But why did anybody say it was hurtful from the beginning? I'm gonna end this on saying we all need to watch it. I'm about to buy it. We need to watch it. Hebrews to Negroes, and we need to find where it's offensive, because we can't say it is without knowing the context. And that's what they're doing here. That's what they keep doing with Ye. When Ye says anything about Jewish media controlling the entertainment voice, they say it's anti-Semitic without the context, without the proof. So we need the proof to say, okay, this is definitively offensive. We don't need propaganda where people making commercials now and bringing out their biggest figurehead saying it's automatically offensive. That's propaganda. That's not the truth. Let's get to the truth. And with that being said, Media Expose Episode 1, Kyrie, TNT. Shout out to Kenny for keeping it real and keeping it on the objective dialogue. Next up tomorrow, you see what it is. We not stopping. It's all month. You feel me? Media Madness Month. It's your boy Dame. I'm sick of this shit.